Extensive versus intensive kidding practices of goats in multi-species grazing programs in northeast New Mexico. The Western Wsare project number FW 22403, Year 3, 2024, and Year 4, 2025. Final report, K&C Boer goats and Turner ranches. We kept everything off of this pasture for 30 days. And with the goats that have been grazing it through the years and leaving it off for 30 days and the good rains we got, I mean, that's a critical issue, we ended up with some pretty nice pasture. So again, this is what the multi-species grazing will do for you. That and good rain, of course. We can't count that out. But the goats have pretty much eradicated, I would say, 80% of the invasive species, weeds and stuff. So when we do get the rain, this is what happens. We get a good stand of grass, good for the cattle. And we kept the cattle out of here in May, the whole month of May. Let everything mature and get some seed on it. And as you can see now, we've got a real good stand. We only have about 20 head of cattle in here. The pasture is, I'd say, around 2,000 to 3,000 acres. But anyway, the goats have been grazing in here for at least 4 or 5 years, at least. You know, the goats have been on the place for 10 years, but this particular pasture, we have not intensely grazed it with the cattle, with the goats. So we're doing that now, and we're real pleased with the results. We've got a lot of good grass that's coming up, and as you can see, they're making their way. While pastures have been improved, there have been many obstacles to overcome in running small ruminants in open range country of northeast New Mexico. One obstacle, predation, has been reduced with the use of livestock guardian dogs that stay with their goats 24/7. The second largest obstacle has been the cost of an intensive kidding program in which does are penned into corrals to birth and raise their kids for 3 months. All feed and water are provided, and labor is intensive. Illness is also substantial, and kids do not bond with their mothers as needed for future open pasture grazing. Nice little nursery. Doe's got twins. She had them in a nice sheltered place. Taking care of them, not being swarmed by a bunch of other babies. That other little baby is down there to the right. Again, this is day 3. They're settling in pretty well. And it is still very apparent that the kids that were born out in the kidding pastures are staying together with the herd better than the ones that were born in the kidding pens. There's a learned behavior of staying with their mothers and staying with the herd. So it's very interesting to watch the dynamics of the two herds blend together too. So again, the yellow and white tags are in kidding pens, and the green and red are kidding pastures. As usual, when you put new goats together, when you put a herd together, you're going to have some hierarchy fights. So we just merged the two herds. Some are doing all right, some are getting pissy, so, well, they'll work it out. Now we're all together, and we're headed down to the edge of the church. At least that's the plan. Coming off the water tank. The ability of kids to follow the does and the cohesiveness of the herd is a major factor for the number of live kids to market. Each year of this project, the number of live kids to market has increased. In December of 2024, 5 bucks were turned out with open does for kidding due date of mid-May 2025. All but 15 does were kidded out in the extensive kidding pasture program in Kidding Pastures. To simulate a real-life minimum labor scenario, does and kids were checked only daily. Problems were addressed as needed, but the herd was pretty much left alone except for feeding. No kids will be tagged until August of 2025, when the entire herd will be dewormed, kids vaccinated, tagged, and bucklings castrated. Western Wsare Farmer Rancher FW 22403 3-year project has confirmed the belief that raising goats in kidding pastures until kids are 3 months old is the most profitable and sustainable method to use for multi-species grazing programs in northeast New Mexico. The kids bond with their mothers and the herd better and make it to market in good health and weight. Although there are losses and expenses in both programs, the reduction in feed cost and labor results in more profitable live kids making it to market or being held for future breeding programs. For more information on this Western Wsare project, FW 22403, or any interested in a visit to Turner Ranches, please contact us through KNC Boer Goats Facebook page. Links for videos will also be made available there. Thank you. Sid Franz, KNC Boer Meat Goats, Brian Turner, Turner Ranch. Western Wsare, Sustainable Agriculture, Research and Education. Again, we give our heartfelt thanks to Western Wsare, the folks at Montana State University, and all the friends, family, and interested community members who helped make this project possible. Thank you.